welcome to Delaware's Got Game. I'm telling you, I'm very excited about today's show. I mean, I'm out here at Midway Little League. I'm going to find a little bit more about it. On this side of me, John. On this side of me, Jack, father and son. But I want to talk today about the Little League and how important the Little League is to a young man's coming up. Jack, how long have you been at it now?
50 some years, counting semi-pro, managing St. Anthony's, Brooks Armor, Post One.
You've been at
The
it.
children.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I was coming over. Is he a tough coach?
Oh, he's a great coach. He's something to look up to. He coached me when I was 8 years old.
Yeah, I was going to say that's kind of how it gets started, and then you just for him. Are you surprised that he's still doing it after all
No,
this?
not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
No, he's got a lot of energy in him. He's down here at the field every day, working on it, working with the kids.
Yeah, and you've been down here assistant, I guess, for a while now.
About 10 years. After my daughter got done her college softball career, I started back up with my dad, helping him.
Yeah, you got to love it.
Yeah, I do.
Being able to do something with your dad like that.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's a joy to come out every day.
Yeah, now I'm going to talk to Jack because Jack can take us all the way back, the beginning of, well, I don't want to say the beginning of time, but but the Little League, the Midway Little League, because it consisted of a lot of different things. Let's talk about the history, how it all got started.
Well, first of all, our minor leagues were in different developments, and they had their own field and they had their own schedule. So we decided it would be great to bring them down here so they can eat the hot dogs and make us money and see what the major league was all about. And it really worked out. We had to build some fields, lights going up, lights again. That is your A. We have a B field down here. Pitching, they have a pitching ball that teaches them, and we have T-ball clinics here. I love the T-ball clinics. Get the little ones.
That's where it really starts, isn't it?
Oh, God.
Well, let me ask you about kids, because kids, going back into, the time when you started to today, are kids still kids?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. Really.
You get them off the internet and get them out here playing ball?
Yes. I think fall ball is fun. Where fall ball, we don't let a boy pitch every inning. We need 6 innings, 6 pitchers. Everybody moves around. The parents love it. Instead of their son being buried in the outfield, he's brought in the infield. And
Well, you can kind of find the talent that way.
yeah, oh, I get to see him. I remember him. There's one little one that keeps on yanking on my shirt. I said, you got to eat more. You got to eat more. Get bigger.
But when it comes to it, because you watch these kids and it's volunteer. I mean, you're not getting those huge paychecks, are you?
Not as I know. I haven't checked my wallet lately, but I don't think so.
Yeah,
No.
because it's the volunteer, and not just you, but everybody in and around you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It brings a community together. They're sitting together. They're talking. They're getting to see their children. Little League is great, really.
Yeah, and when you talk about that, because I want to take it back, over the years, 40-something years coaching Little League, you've coached some greats. I mean, and when I say great, because without you and the mentorship that comes from this age going forward, some of these kids wouldn't be where they're at today. And I mean, I really, my hat's off to you, because it's really special for somebody like yourself, because they become your kids.
Oh, definitely. They walk up to me now and say, Mr. Agnew, I'm glad you. I said, who are you? It's been that they're taller than me now. That's what we run into.
Yeah, well, when you talk about it, you got, if you started coaching 40 years ago, you got guys in the 50s out there that.
Yeah, we're getting their grandchildren. I mean, we're getting their children.
Yeah.
So it's, oh yes.
Yeah, and when you talk about that, because you've coached, I said some greats, and coming along, and being from Texas like I am, Fort Worth boy, I'm a Cowboy fan, and I just found out a few minutes ago you coached one of the best Cowboys that ever played the game of football, Randy White.
Right, Randy White.
Yeah, and the mentor him coming up, and to see where he's at, how's that make you feel?
Oh, big-headed me now. I mean, to have him and Mike Raleigh, a catcher for Sally's. There's been some great ball players. There was Dallas Green, which is up the street. You know that.
Yeah,
And,
around the corner here.
John Green was on my team. And when they dedicated this field,
I was
He
going
made me take this hat off and put a Phillies hat on.
Well, I don't blame him because this field happens to be named Jack Agnew Field, and that's an honor in itself.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah.
But that means I got to take care of it.
That's the reason they did it. Somebody's got to mow it and everything.
All right.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and that's I was out here the other day, and it's volunteers, people that come out here because it's not you don't have a crew coming out here and doing these fields and putting the stripes down every night. It's individuals coming out here and giving of their time.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, and you've seen a lot of them over the years.
Yes.
Yeah. How's your team looking this year?
Yes.
I'm not sure roster and
Used to
everything.
be 12. Now we're down to 11. This gets all the ball players into the game. This is really
So
great.
it's 11 kids on a team. So pretty much every game,
So
every
there's only 2 sitting on the bench.
yeah,
And they get in real quick.
yeah. I was going to say
Once-
everybody gets to participate.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
and your team's looking pretty good over there stretching.
They're
anyway.
getting better.
They're getting better. How many? Because when you talk about it, how many championships have you taken home?
I didn't count them, but one coach came up and said, Jack, I'm tired of seeing you win it. You got to take your lumps.
How often you guys get together and practice?
Pretty often, but now we're having a schedule which has 1 day off, play again, 2 days off, play again. I feel like we're the Phillies almost every night.
Yeah, because in the old days, you played on the weekends. You practiced on the week, played on the weekend.
Right. And my feeling is there goes the arms that you're playing every night. Who's going to pitch? Mr. Agnew, my arm. So you got to watch that.
Oh yeah, because you got to take care of the people. Don't understand that's very important at this age. Yeah, pitch count. Yeah.
Oh, we got to have pitch count. A 12-year-old is 85 pitches. 11-year-old or 75, and age-wise, we have to make sure that they stay in there.
You see any upcoming talent out here?
Oh yeah, definitely.
They're getting breaking up, and looks like they're getting ready to take the field here and play.
Infield.
Yeah, do some infield work now. Now, what's a normal getting? Because I've got you tied up. You got assistants out here. Your son, of course, out there. What's a normal deal for you to work with these kids? You go one-on-one with them, or just as a group, or how do you do it?
Well, we run drills during practice that will be exactly like in a game. Hitting the cutoff man, the double play, lining up. We're teaching bunting a different way. 1 year, we used to teach where the old high school that I went to, PS, would hold the bat there. The boy got drilled here. Now, we don't do that. We step back and put the bat out front. So you're changing that situation.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen a few of them get dinged over the years.
Yeah. And the question, will they want to play?
Yeah, and my position was catcher. I love catcher because I always felt like I was part of the game.
Good little catcher right there, Vinny Starr.
Yeah. No, too. Girls are getting involved with Little League.
Well, I had my granddaughter playing left field. She said, Pop, she says, I don't want to play softball. I want to play hardball. So I put her in left field. The last ball game, there's an overthrow at third. We're playing at Capitol. She picks the ball up and guns the batter, the runner trying to score.
Oh, well, but it comes down to people like yourself and dedication to it. And my hat's off once again to you to be out here all these years, giving, because that's what it's all about. And the pride you must feel when you bump into these, some of them business bankers, different ones that, over the years, because it all starts with, and I tell everybody, you got to get your kids involved in something because discipline.
Not stay in front of the TV. Get them out.
Yeah, and just learn discipline. That's what this teaches you. I mean, more than anything else, is how to work with others. Participation like this, you can't go wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see you win one tonight.
I do. We got to get the lights on.
All right.
I hope we don't get snow or anything.
I'm telling you, it's getting a little bit cool. Went from 70 degrees out, but the kids are out here. They're warming up. We're going to get ready to look at that and talk to the president and then some of the other volunteers here at the ballpark. Show you some of the kids out here playing, and maybe I'll even get a chance to chit chat with some of the folks. Jack, congratulations on everything and all your accomplishment. We really appreciate it.
I think something like this that's going to be shown to the people, say, wow, I want to get my son or daughter involved in it.
They need to get themselves involved too.
Yes, definitely. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Eric Davison, Senior Director here at Express Care Urgent Care Centers. There's a number of reasons you can visit Express Care. We have in-house pharmacy at most of our locations, as well as in-house x-ray. We see any wide range of physical pathology, including fractures, ankle sprains, finger sprains, cough and cold. This is primarily a busy season for us during the flu season. Speaking of flu, we do have flu vaccine available as well. We do sports physicals for the young athletes. Another reason to visit Express Care is if you're unable to get a timely visit with your primary care doctor or don't currently have a primary care doctor, we can certainly evaluate you here at Express Care, prescribe any medications that may be necessary in the acute phase, and then offer just about any array of referrals that you may need in terms of specialty visits. We have all of that at our access in all of our clinics. When you are seen at Express Care Urgent Care Centers, you'll receive a full array of discharge instructions, including instructions specific to what we diagnosed you with. The specific diagnosis is obviously written on those as well. You'll have a summary sheet detailing what it was we did here in terms of any special testing, x-rays, etc. And then a summary sheet also listing the medications we provided for you, both in-house and as well as prescription form. And then also a summary of any referrals that we provided you and why we would want you to follow up with them, what we were concerned about. At Express Care, we have affiliations with various medical groups and independent practitioners in the area where we happen to be hubbed. And so during your evaluation, our providers have a full array of referrals that we can make to any specialty based on what we feel is necessary for you moving forward.
Welcome back here to Delaware's Got Game. I'm with I think her name has to be Jack for you to coach in the Midway Little League, because I'm with another Jack here coaching the A's. I mean, you doing any good?
So far, our team's off to a good start.
Yeah, so you got to be after. How long have you been at it now, Jack?
So here, I've been here since 1982. I coached 8 years in Kentucky before I coached here, but I've been here since '82. Some of those years I didn't coach a team, but I've been on the board here since 1982. So.
Yeah, and you know, and I try to tell people, it's a commitment from parents like yourself to come out here and give of yourself day after day after day. The reward is just satisfaction.
Yeah, it's something I really enjoy. It's something I think I can give, to the community, and when you see the impact on the kids, that makes you feel good about it.
Were you a ball player?
Yes, yeah.
I mean, say you might have chose basketball. Yeah.
Well, I coach basketball and I volleyball too, so I'm pretty much doing it year round.
Yeah.
And
But just to give yourself, how do you commit? What's it take to make a commitment like that? I look at myself and I think how busy I am to say, okay, I'm going to stop everything every night and I'm going to go coach kids.
Yeah, you got to like it, and it's got to be your first priority when you're doing it.
Right.
And after that, it's not too hard if you like it.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you. Now, I want to talk about it a little bit because our main sponsor here is Express Care, the urgent care centers. Injuries and things like that, it's very important. The kids got stretching, all you teach that. I mean, you got to be sure that these kids are all right.
Right. So we definitely do warm-ups. I found, this is 10 to 12-year-olds we're doing right now. A little less important there. They certainly got to warm up their arm and stuff, but when they get a little older and they get up on the big field, it becomes much more urgent to do a full set of stretching before they start.
Yeah, these kids are pretty much stretched. I got a 12-year-old at home, so I know they pretty much stretched out all the time.
Once their muscles start to develop a little more, then stretching becomes even more important. So.
Yeah, and with this, as any other sport, important to get checked out. I tell people, I don't know if you guys require physicals or but if you got somebody that you want to play, I would urge you to definitely, because there's little things that happen that people don't realize, and they get out here and they play sports. I mean, you hear about it with college kids and going on. that they didn't know they had a heart problem and stuff until later on. So now's the time. If you're going to come play any kind of sport, I would say get a physical.
And high school sports, they require that in Delaware. So.
Yeah. Now, are you coaching in high school or anything?
I don't, but my kids all played in high school, and my wife coaches a crew team for Charter School of Wilmington. So
So you guys never see each other. That's the best. That's one of those great marriages. So that's how. Now, what do you do for a living?
Well, so actually, I retired last year, but I worked for 37 years for DuPont, and various.
You came home, man. This is, DuPont's home for many, many years and everything. And your kids doing pretty good this year. Now, what's your typical practice like getting the guys together?
So we usually practice for an hour and a half. That's usually a good length for this age, and we do a little bit of everything. We hitting, pitching, work on situations, so they get to do the mental part of the game and all that. So.
Yeah, when you talk about kids, because I look back when and I think kids have stayed kids except for a couple of things. But are they the same to deal with today as they were back then? If you get them off the internet.
Yeah, I think so. When they come out to the field, the big difference is they have a lot more choices of what to do. I mean, there's a lot more sports they can play. Sports tend to be year-round, so we lose kids that used to play baseball in the spring and play another sport. Now they're playing one sport year-round or something. And some things like lacrosse has gotten bigger and things like that. So they have more things to pick from, which makes dedication to baseball a little more rare.
America's game, come on.
Yeah, I know.
I noticed it dwindling of it too, because soccer came on big, and that's kind of taken away from football and baseball both. I mean, so the kids, like you said, have got a lot more choices. But this is America's pastime right here.
And when they're here, it's the same. I mean, like I said, the
kids are kids.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. You're standing on top of the division right now.
Yep. We're off to a good start. We won our first 4 games, and.
You're losing tonight. I told Jack he was going to win, so I got to tell you, can you throw the game, poor old Jack? 40-something years, he ain't doing too hot this year.
I know. He's won plenty over the years. I'm not going to feel too sorry for him.
Yeah. Jack, we want to thank you for your time. I know your kids are going to get ready to get on. Are you up first?
Yeah, we're up first tonight. Yep.
Yeah. Who's your big slugger?
So everybody's swinging the bat pretty well now. We got a boy named Colin McLaughlin who's been our top hitter so far, and top pitcher too.
Lots of luck to you tonight.
All right. Thank you very much.
Even with seemingly minor illnesses or injuries, medicine is always a very fluid situation. Things can always, and unfortunately frequently do, get worse and end up being more than what we initially thought they may be. So it's always a good idea, even if you think it's a minor illness or injury, to get evaluated by a medical professional. We here at Express Care Urgent Care Centers, our experience is primarily in the emergency medicine background. So we have a good experience at seeing these acute illnesses and injuries, and are comfortable fully evaluating them and making decisions in terms of where you best need to be moving forward from there. For these situations where you are being seen for an acute injury or illness, whether you're just unable to get in to see your primary care provider or pediatrician, we here at Express Care are open 8 to 9, 7 days a week. We have a system online at whywaitintheer.com where you can register online through our clockwise access and reserve a registration spot at whatever time may be convenient for you during those business hours. Other than that, it's just simply a walk-in visit. Come in and see us. We emphasize being seen in a timely fashion. Usually that's in our doors and then back out fully evaluated within an hour is our goal. So one of the biggest differences between us and other urgent cares, and certainly the ER, is that part of our business model is a fast, efficient, expedient evaluation. We focus solely on urgent care. We do not do primary care. Some of the other urgent cares that you may have been to do a hybrid system that include both primary care and urgent care. By focusing solely on urgent care, Express Care is able to expedite those more urgent visits, acute visits, for the acute illness presentation or injury presentation. And so that's really one of our founding business models is just an expedited ability to be evaluated.
Welcome back here to Delaware's Got Game. When I say Delaware's Got Game, I want you to talk to... Whoa, there they are down here. Hey, how are you?
Good.
What's your name?
Blake.
What position do you play? Whatever position they put you at? You like to pitch?
Yeah.
You like to catch?
Yes.
What do you play? Baseball.
Yes.
Yeah. Where do you go to school at?
St. John's the Beloved.
Oh yeah. And what's your name?
Dominic.
Yeah. And then what position you play? Do you know?
Any position?
Any position they want you at. Where do you go to school at?
Heritage.
Heritage. Okay. And these guys are, I guess, 10-year-olds, right? Am I? Six to 8. Okay. And. This is where it all starts right here. I mean, you got T-ball where they kind of just hit the ball off a stick, but this is where it all starts. What's your name?
Nicholas.
Nicholas, where do you go to school?
Heritage.
Heritage. Now, I notice you guys are all chewing gum. Is that a baseball thing? Is that something you see the players doing?
That's what real baseball players do.
Yeah, that's what the real baseball players do.
Throw the gum at someone's face.
No, you don't throw the gum at someone's faces. And what's your name?
Owen.
Owen. You play for the St. Louis?
Uh,
Well, that's the hat you got on. It says SL. What does that stand for? You don't know, do you? And you don't care as long as you're playing baseball. Hey, buddy, how are you?
Good.
And what's your name?
Trevor.
Yeah, and you go to school?
Heritage.
Heritage. Yeah, where's that at?
Heritage Park.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, future stars. What's your name, young man?
Chase.
Yeah, and you play a good position. What do you play?
Any one.
Yeah, do you hit the ball pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any home runs this year?
I don't know. I don't know what those are yet.
Hey, buddy, what's your name?
Jake.
Jake, and you look like you're the star player, are you?
Yeah.
I figured so. You look like you are. Are you the pitcher or what?
I'm the fielder.
You're the fielder. How about your bat? You hit the ball pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, here comes a tough guy here. I can tell that by. Hey, what's your name?
Austin.
Austin. And what position you play?
Infield.
Infield. You hit the ball pretty good.
Yes.
You're the home run hitter, aren't you?
Not really.
Not really. Well, you're gonna try to hit some this year?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. This is what. Let me go here. What's your name?
Coach Matt.
Coach, this has got to be fun. And we're talking about the little kids, and but more importantly, the parents that get involved to make this thing happen, because they're not writing you a big paycheck.
No, it's all a lot. Midway is a lot of volunteer work. We have a lot of parents on here that like to come out and help teach the kids. Midway is a very good community of volunteer parents. I would say, yeah.
Because I was talking to Jack, who's been here for 40-something years. You're a young man, so
Yeah, I actually played here when I was a little kid. I played here from late 80s, early 90s.
Oh wow.
Now I'm back here with my son, so now we're back here.
Well,
full
that's
circle.
kind of how it works. It just stays generation. Because Jack's son's over there. He's coaching with his dad now, and I guess you're going to be here for life too, right?
I do. I have him. I have a 3-year-old that's going to be coming up as well. So we'll be here. We'll be here for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't stop after they grow up.
No,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
So they keeps you going, but you got to enjoy, especially this age. Are they hard to coach?
Sometimes, not hard to. I mean, they don't. They have their trouble listening sometimes. But other than that, they'll have fun. They want to learn the game, like you said. This level here, they come from T-ball. A lot of them now start to understand the game more and enjoy it. Yeah, they have fun and they make friends.
But it's people like you, and we want to thank for people like you for coming out and doing this day after day after day, because it doesn't get done except for the volunteer work. I mean, just.
Yeah. I agree, definitely. Like I said before, we have a lot of parents that come out, and Midway is a very big volunteer community, and it is. We all here to help the kids learn. We do it for the kids.
Yeah, because I noticed some parents I've here and they're driving up and just kind of okay.
I'll be back in a couple hours to pick you up.
That would be me, because I was talking to Jack earlier, and I'm thinking, where do you find time to give? Because what a gift. I mean,
yeah, I ran right from work to here. Every night you get done work, you come into the field, feed them real quick if you can, get them some food in their belly, and then you come out and you play ball.
Yeah, well, I better turn you back over to Coach, because we got them running. We got them running every which way out here. So I appreciate your.
No problem. Well, thank you. Thanks for your time.
And we're going to wrap it up by coming down here where it all begins. That kind of makes no sense at all. But Mike, and Caitlin, right? Yeah, and 3 generations have.
Generations, yeah. I played here in the late 60s, early 70s. Michael played here 90s, in the early 90s.
Yeah, and now Caitlin's down here, and she's how old is Caitlin now, Mike?
5.
And she's playing T-ball. You having fun?
Yeah.
What position you like to play?
All of them.
All of them. Okay. And how about your back? Can you hit the ball pretty good?
Yep.
Any home runs yet?
Yep.
I know that's the truth, yeah. But, this is where it all begins. And I was amazed. I was telling you how well these kids are listening already.
Yeah, it's a well coached team, and it's going to be a big improvement between now and the end of the season.
That's what you were saying. When they get to the end of the season, they're ready to move on.
You're going to see a big improvement, and most of these kids are 4 and 5.
Yeah, I got 12-year-olds can't do what she's doing, So it really shocks me that, to see them. I mean, I'm watching them get out here and hitting the ball, playing, and knowing how to play the game.
Yeah. And some kids can actually catch.
Yeah. I was hoping you got that boy swinging just now, because he gave everything he had and spun around and went to the ground. Mike, are you having fun now?
Yeah, having a good time.
Yeah. Now, is this another one coming up?
Yeah, he'll be next year.
Yeah. Are you going to get into coaching there?
I don't know.
Well, that's what it's all about, man. You got to get and giving it time, because you do. You get out here and you give your. I caught you. In fact, you're the first one I met here when I was looking for somebody to talk to. You were out here getting ready to mow the lawn.
Yeah, we come down during the days when we get all the maintenance done with cutting grass and.
And people don't understand how much work is involved, and it's parents that do it for volunteer wise.
And the uniforms and getting supplies, dirt, chalk, there's a lot behind the scenes that people don't realize. And we only get 1 month off a year, and that's December.
Yeah, God bless you.
Other than that, it's 11 months a year.
You're around. And I want to just put this out there, because we're sitting there doing this. If you're a company owner out there, the one thing that you can do to help, if you can't give of your time, is sponsorships. That's one thing you guys look for hard.
The sponsors this year was close to a new record. We probably did about $4,000 over our budget. So the sponsors were very, very generous this year.
We do like $40,000 over the budget. We're building new fields. Think of it that way. So let's get some more sponsors out here. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you. You ready to go back out and play?
Yep.
Yep. Where do you go to school at?
St. John Beloved School.
Are you having fun there too?
Yep.
Got a lot of friends?
Yep.
Well, you got one answer down well. Do you ever say no?
Sometimes.
All right. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you watching. This is Delaware's Got Game, and this is just the kids having fun. But more importantly, it's the parents getting out here and giving of their time to make this happen year after year after year. Thanks so much to Jack, the president here, and, of course, Jack over there with the field dedicated to him, 40 years of doing it. So many of them like that out here. Get involved. Bring your kids out and get involved as a parent coach. Even if you don't have any kids, you can come out and coach. Thank you for watching Delaware's Got Game.
Taking care of my mother is so hard. All my life, she gave me the best care she could. Now it's my turn. I have to find my mom the best care.
At Always Best Care, our caregivers are matched to meet your needs. And we even give you access to on-call, round-the-clock physician support, along with your in-home care. If you need help with your mom or dad, call 1-302-409-3710 or visit alwaysbestcaredelaware.com.